KIKI Marie, what's up?
What's going on? What's them? I know y'all be saying what's them.
What's them? We locked in Baton Rouge. I got you from Ohio.
Yeah, / Canada. So not just Ohio, because yeah, I'm a Canadian / American.
Okay, what you got in you from Canada?
My grandmother was born and raised in St. John's, New Brunswick, Canada.
Okay.
So, you know, the city is St. John's, the province is New Brunswick, and the country is Canada.
Okay.
So I do have a bloodline that's Canadian. My father, Impact the Truth Teller, shout out to him. I'm going to call him by his rap name because he's the one that, you know, pushed me, you know, through my childhood with rapping and, you know, my original reason. You know, they'll say I act like my dad.
Nice. And that was in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Okay, so with you coming from Ohio, and I know you saying your dad had a big impact on your music career, like what does the area or even the state of Ohio, like how does that impact how you approach the rap game?
Well, it's different. Ohio is probably like one that they not, you know, it's Midwest, not just saying it's Midwest, but I know Ohio's not, I don't know, but I don't think Ohio's like the biggest on the music scene. We got a few, but like, as far as, what's the word, A-list celebrities, I don't really think Ohio has too many A-list musicians. We got some A-list celebrities because we got, I wish I could think of someone right now.
Start naming people, don't do that.
Oh yeah, don't name people. But oh yeah, because then they gonna come after me. We do got some. Thank you for that. You know, that's real. So I don't name nobody, but we do. We got. I'll just say we got somebody from Springfield or whatever. That's a pretty big comedian.
Yeah.
So and we got some big artists too, but yeah. But yeah, as far as me, as far as Generation Z, you know, I think everyone in Ohio pretty much knows who I am.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I seen you online a couple times, like on the Explore page or just on different like blog pages sharing you. So like, with you going viral, you know, getting your buzz up, name a time where you was like, wow, this is really happening. Like, I really can make this happen, or I'm really blowing up right now. You remember a particular time where it really clicked to you?
It really clicked to me in 2022.
Yeah.
I was doing some dance videos in my Dick's Sporting Goods work clothes, and it just like I want to say it hit like 400,000.
Yeah.
And I was just not expecting that. I was flabbergasted because the three guys, I was 24 at the time. Three guys, they was 21 at the time. And they went up to me like, can you rate us 1 through 10 or whatever? And like tell them like, okay, which one of us looked the best? They did all that for their YouTube channel because they was YouTubers. But I was just on break, you know, in the mall and stuff. Cause my Discord and Goods in Beaver Creek was at the mall. Yeah. And yeah, like I was like, okay, since I'm doing y'all YouTube video, let's do a TikTok. Right. And when they did that, they danced with me. I realized, oh, group videos is what go viral.
Yeah, right.
So I started seeing that, and it seemed like every time I got like, at least as long as I got at least like 3 backup dancers, it seemed like I was noticing like I don't know if it always blow up when it's just you and one other person, unless that other person holds a huge name as well. But I noticed when you have at least 2 or 3, really 3, to be realistically 3 or more, it seemed like it was going.
And so once that happened, you were like, damn, okay, I kind of got a little formula to how I can crack the algorithm really.
I knew that was a little gimmick. Yeah. But there's another, you know, I can name other times to prior years if you wanted me to do that as well. That was pretty big. Yeah. Another time, I want to say I got like 800,000 views at prom with one of my exes that I went to prom in 2019 with. Yeah. And that was on the couples 2K19 page at the time. But everybody was coming for my hair or whatever, because it was like I didn't have my lace front installed or whatever. That was before I got lace fronts installed. Now I always do it, obviously, but at the time, yeah, they got on me so bad. It's crazy though, but yeah, I seen that person.
But you saw that it could happen though, and it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
it
so
didn't bother you to the point where you were like, oh, I'm about to get off the internet forever.
No, what people call embarrassment or oh my god, this is too much is for me is like, ooh, this made them blow up. I'm like, ooh, what else I gotta do to blow up? Like, you know, it was like, okay, and you know, like Instagram was giving you money too, or whatever for videos and stuff like that as well, reels and bonuses and stuff like for a while, and you know, different platforms.
I'm with it. I know earlier you were telling me about how you were traveling to a lot of different states. I think you said, what, 30? Or 30 states? So, like, with you seeing so many different places, so many landmarks, meeting so many different people, like, how had that impacted your creativity or just the music you making or anything like that?
I love it. It's like I'm transitioning. It feel like I'm learning different accents. So it's like I know how to go about different songs now because it's like I even have a song called Accents, you know, coming out or whatever. I don't know if I should say the lyrics in advance, but I mean, do y'all care or not?
I mean, you might not want to give them
too much sauce. Yeah, they might. But you know, I was basically just naming different accents, and I was gonna be like, I don't know where to start, but I was gonna have different accents. Like, okay, if I was gonna talk about Chicago, the song, if I was to grab the lyrics, I was gonna mention Phone Them, you know, because people
so
out.
Sprinkling it in. They got viral potential, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
You know how to take it to get to the largest audience for sure.
Heck yeah, if I'm in, you know, if I'm in Milwaukee, I'm gonna do some, you know, some crazy dancing because it's like that's what they do. Like when I talk about it, I'm probably gonna do a little crazy dance or whatever.
I mean, it's been working for you though. Like you got millions of views, millions of streams. Like, so it's been working, right?
Yeah.
You said it's been working so.
Yeah.
You think it's more your music or like your personality, or what do you think make people like gravitate to what you're doing?
I think it's a couple things. I think it's my aesthetic. I am very much entitled to being Generation Z and proud of that. Like I noticed, like I just feel like collaborating with Generation Z artists is my favorite thing to do because it's like we kind of run the internet. With us being youthful, it's like I think people would rather watch young people, and I think the reason why that is being said is because why you think 30-year-olds want to always the 30-year-olds that's millennials that I done ran into, they always want to lie about their age and stuff, and I'm like, you know, I guess you wish you were still in your 20s or something because y'all gotta lie about your age to try to get at young girls, and I think that's ridiculous. Like, and I've been seeing that a whole lot of states and cities that I came across. Not all of them, but I always ask for an ID, you know, most of the time, and yeah, a lot of times it's a lie. I catch them in a lie. Most guys lie about the age, sadly, in the whole lot of states. They just cause I like younger guys and stuff. Like, or not just younger guys, but I'm not gonna say cause you feel me. It's an amount to younger. So let me correct that. But when I say I like younger guys, I like my guys 1997 to 2003. Yeah. Even though I'm born in '98, I like my dudes 97 to 2003. Yeah. You know, cause it's just like, you know, that's either 1 year older or 5 years younger at max. But just, I don't know. I don't like dudes 2 years and up older than me. Like, stay away from me. Like, I don't want to do that's 28. If I'm 26, the dudes that's older than me is gonna be 27, and the dudes younger than me can be 21. Right now, as a yeah, huh?
I said they gotta be 21 right now.
They can be 21 to 27. They can be older than me too. It's just I don't know. I don't feel like dealing with no old dudes that's old and mad. Like, you feel me? Like, you feel me? You're old and mad. Like, you feel me? And the only time I deal with guys that's I don't even want to, still won't even deal with them because I don't even want to deal with them at all. But it's like if they got some stuff together, like they can drive me around or something. Well, you know, if I touch down on their state, that's cool. But some dudes still don't even got that. They own place or their own car, and you feel me? They like 28 and up, and know that they stuff together as much as the dudes that's 22 do sometimes. Like, I've met some dudes that's 19 that got more of their stuff together than dudes that's millennials. Like I feel like they got psychological issues a lot. You know.
Okay, so we talking about like more men going in that direction. As far as the men in the music industry that you deal with, all right, because I know they always say it's hard for females, you know, in the music industry and navigating and stuff like that. So, like, what do you have to say about, like, your experiences with the men you've been dealing with, like, navigating through the music industry?
Well, when I use a dating app, I just get straight to it. Where the engineers, where the studios, where the arcades that people will be at, where the landmarks at that people be at, where the festivals at that where people at, where the events at that people be at. Then on another song, I said I'm a venue scavenger. Where the venues that I can perform at, karaoke, open mic, whatever it is, showcase, concert. Especially if it's a concert, like if they can get me in to open up for somebody that's even bigger than me as an artist, that's the best. You know, that's the grand prize right there. Or if they can give me a paid perform, whatever. I love them, the ones that care about my travel, whatever. Like, okay, you know, be considerate of something. I do like that too. The ones, you know, I like people that, you know, the merch sellers or whatever. Not, I'm gonna call them merch sellers, but I like the merch givers that just give me merch because they just want me to promote their business. Because it's like, hey, yeah, I'm promoting your business, which is good, but it's also good to me too because it's like, hey, more drip for me so I can look better. It's, you know, if I like the fit and it looks good on me, which I would assume most fits don't look good on me. I mean, I have a different look or whatever. I have a youth. I feel like I have more of a youthful look too. Like that's what makes my platform jump too. Like versus other people. Like I don't know. I'm young anyway. I know I'm not in my late 20s yet. My personality, and I'm not in my late 20s yet, and I'm proud about that because it's like, hey, I done did all this. Been flown out by comedians, entertainers. You know, as y'all can see. You know, I've been doing a you know, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but yeah, I've been doing some things, big things, you know, I'm not gonna say no names, but big celebrities is in them 7 days of filming. Okay, so yeah.
Real facts. I know, in your lyrics, like I listen to a lot of your stuff. You real playful, like you said. You real lighthearted. Where do you think that come from? Like as far as like your angle with making your music. Like you don't really have like pain songs or anything like that, I'm saying, or too many, you know, super motivational songs. Like a lot of your songs, like you said, dance songs, let's have fun type of songs. Like where do you think that come from?
Oh, well, I was brought up differently than what people would assume that I was. People might look at me and think, oh, this is probably just some for the black girl. No, my grandparents had a mansion in Clayton that was $2 million. They sued a truck company for $10 million. Yeah. My granddad, the driver fell asleep and my granddad was a passenger, and he lost his ability to use his legs and arms, so he was a quadriplegic. Yeah. So that's why he was able to sue them and get that mansion. Yeah. But my grandma had a gambling addiction, and after about 15 years, you know, obviously they didn't have that. Going to the casino will run, you know, and the casino is a scam too, by the way. Like it's like they take note of who you are. You get a personal card, and you know it's a scam, and they know certain people who gonna come back or whatever. Like people might spend $100 or whatever and get that they got $50 there, or my grandparents taught. I'm just gonna say, you know, they deceased now, but when my grandmother, not even grandparents, when my grandmother, I love my grandmother to death, so don't take this wrong, but I'm just gonna say this. What I learned is I would never, if I ever got like my grandmother, I would have done more with that or whatever. Y'all would have probably seen a different, if it was my money instead of my grandmother's money, I would have did that a lot differently. Like I would have not been to the casino, obviously. Like I just tell people like y'all should not go to casinos. I mean y'all can go to casinos. See, I use the casino for networking and whatever, but I never played a slot in a casino because you know you're not about to finesse me. I know what you feel me. I know what's up with the casino. I watched somebody go from 10 million to 8,000 in 15 years. It took a long time. 15 years ain't that quick now, but it eventually, you know.
You would think that it'll, just in essence, you would think it'll last a lot longer, just in thought. Mm-hmm. But over time it'll pass. Like you said, with gambling, it go down a lot faster for sure.
Way faster.
I can feel it.
That's how you get rid of it, because it's like, if you don't know what to do with your money, go to the casino because you don't know, it's so much money, you don't know what to do with it. Like their mansion, we had an elevator there. They had jacuzzis, a pool.
So I was living over there for sure. I was living. So I never heard you say anything about that in your music, right? So how do you choose like what you putting in your music or what you saying from your actual life experiences? Like how do you decide what you rapping about and what you don't rap about?
I just feel like when people look at me now, I try to tell that or whatever. Sometimes I talk about it in interviews, but I be feeling like if people look at me now and they see that that's gone, they not gonna believe that it's that happened. Probably they might not believe it, but there's people who grew up with me when I was younger. You know, I'ma just say this: Trotwood Ohio people. At that school that grew up with me, that know that my grandparents had a mansion, know that she got the rich granddad. You know, they knew that because they seen that mansion, they seen that golf court. They know that I was a rich grandchild. They know that my grandparents had a Hummer limo. They know, you feel me, all the stuff that we had, you know, at the time, you know. But it's hard to talk about it when they deceased now, and I'm living just like the average person at this point. I'm just, the only thing that I'm doing is traveling, but it's hard to, you know, I wish I would have did more videos when I was a kid. I got like one video in like 7th or 8th grade still on YouTube, the very oldest one, but I'm saying like that don't show really detail of what's in there. But I might be able to show like the kitchen with the elevator and a couple pictures if I need to. I might send them to you. Like I think I got a couple still of them, or whatever, like with me. So,
Got you.
if you want to, you know, but some people still might not believe it. Even after I show you it, they might think, you know, the way the internet goes, they might not believe that was true. But maybe they can tell by my age in the picture, but I mean,
you know they gonna figure out a way. They gonna figure out
how to act like it's that's fake.
Photoshop, you know, that wasn't the real. It's you know how that goes. So all right, so a little bit more about your music because I noticed you do features, right? So you good at doing features. Tell me a little bit about like your philosophy, your idea on collaborating and just working with different people in different areas.
I know one thing. I'm gonna start working with artists that have a platform closer to mine. Like preferably, I wanted to break these things down because I went on a rant in Mississippi, in Gulfport, Mississippi, a few days ago. But yeah, now you know in the past I was working with just people because of skills and whatever. But I watch people, you know, when somebody say something negative about me and they get around the internet or whatever, I watch people bandwagon the people hating on me, and it'll be like an artist, like it's an artist from my city or whatever that I worked with, and I watched, I'm not gonna say what gender, but I watched them be a bandwagoner. I want to say what gender for real. I want to so bad, but I watched them bandwagon. Also, as far as that goes, so it's like, what's the point of working? I feel like what's the point of working with them unless they got money, like unless they got the money to pay for a feature. But I do believe in even exchange. Like if an artist, and I don't care how many followers or whatever they got, but I feel like an even exchange is when I look at your engagement and stuff like that. Like it'll be an even exchange. Like as in like, hey, if you getting a lot of comments, it's more like an even exchange. I care about I care about comments, the amount of shares and all that, and likes and stuff the most. But it's gotta be evened out too. It can't just be oh, you got 1 million views and then you got 50 comments. That's not adding up. You feel me? It can't be nothing like that, or you know, or the shares look low. Something, cause you know it's gonna start looking sus, and you gotta look at the comments to make sure that it ain't no artificial comments. You know, stuff like that. I want to work with artists that I don't care how many followers they have. That don't matter to me. Just what they.
People that got motion.
What
some kind of motion going on.
You know, I don't even use the word motion because it's like I seen an interview about that word motion too. So I don't even really use the word motion like how I used to, because everybody thinks that they have motion in their head, you know, in their mind. But you know, I feel like I feel like people don't understand where they at and where someone else is at. Like they just need to start understanding different levels.
Like
okay, like just yeah, like me. Like I said, like me when people go against me. Like I said, I had a problem. I'm just gonna straight up say it. Like this dude in Montgomery, Alabama, we did a song that was half Espanol, half English, and you know they manipulated me into being in their music video. You know when I got there, I was expecting to get in the studio and us to shoot a music video. You really just brought me out there, had me hop in your ride, and made me go to a music video. And then the next day we didn't do nothing at all. So that was a wasted day that I could have used for Mississippi, maybe back to Georgia, Tennessee, somewhere, Memphis or something, Nashville or something, you know, or Louisiana, New Orleans earlier if I wanted, you know, until I seen what was the how it went, you know, with the running people over and shooting and all that. But yeah, anyway, you know, lately I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna be honest, like I want youthful artists, preferably. Like, okay, I love Brit Barbie. Brit Barbie's 19. She blew up at 16 years old for saying period, odd period. Ooh, I love her. I'm gonna say her name out because we that cool. I love her. So, and it's respectful, you know. I love another artist that I personally love, and I'm gonna just say this: PB Pluto. He's from Alabama, Mobile, and he is, you know, more of a solidified, bigger artist than me for real, and he still collaborated with me on, you know, I appreciate him, you know, so even exchange, he do the same stuff I do, respond back to comments. I do not like working with artists that don't reply back to comments, bro. And the only time I'm cool with working with artists that don't reply back to comments is if they don't get a lot of comments. I mean, if they get a lot of, I said the wrong. The only time I'm okay with working with an artist that don't respond back to comments is if they get a whole lot of comments, meaning they're getting hundreds to thousands of comments. You know, then it's like, okay, you ain't gotta be like responding back. But if you only getting 50 comments, you need to respond back to them 50 comments. It'll be me responding back and you responding back to each comment. Now we had 150 comments, so it makes our page look better. It makes our engagement better. That's what I like that, because that's what Pluto on with me and Honcho Nino. Shout out to Honcho Nino from Atlanta, Georgia, whatever. He young too. He 20.
Gave him game just then.
Free game. Yeah. People are bougie and think that when people talk to them, I'm just gonna reply back to a couple comments that I like. No, reply back to everybody. The good ones, the bad ones. Reply back to everybody, because you gonna have more comments. But if you get tired of the bad ones, you ain't got to reply back to the bad ones really, because it might get draining. So it's not really a necessity. But just you could give it one response. If they say something bad, say yo, come back, and if they keep going, let them keep going on their own at that point if you don't feel like it. But respond back to everybody. But respond back to everyone. Say something.
I'm with it, man. You definitely gave them a lot to think about, put a lot on their mind with that right there for sure. We're going to go into what we call highlight or hell no, right? So this is a different portion of our interview that we do, where I give you a topic, and then you say highlight if you like it, if you rock with it, or hell no if it's not something that you really like, right?
So what is it?
Highlight or hell no.
Okay, highlight or hell no.
All right. So our first topic, flights. Getting on flights, hopping on flights. How you feel about it?
Highlight. I just did that in December with, you know, through this. I was booked.
Big C's.
I flew from Ohio to Atlanta, Georgia. I had my layover in Atlanta, Georgia. Then I flew from Atlanta, Georgia to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then I had an Uber voucher to Miami. And then when I was done, I flew out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Queens, New York, or whatever, LaGuardia Airport to be specific, whatever. Yeah. So I got to be in New York and go from New York to Cincinnati. All this was through Delta. So I love flights. I've also flown Southwest when I got on a cruise ship in Orlando, Florida. And it was in Bahamas. I went on a cruise ship 2 years ago in 2022 when I was 24. Yeah. I decided at 24 years old, you know, first age of mid-20s, you know, whatever. And just, Some people call it last age or early 20s, first age of mid 20s, whatever. But 24, it was very lit. I went to countries, and Bahamas was one of my highlights.
Yeah, and
with the flight.
Flight's definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
Flight's definitely a highlight. All right, so we got our second one. You in Louisiana, so I gotta ask you, highlight of hell nah, seafood.
Hell nah.
Hell nah on the seafood.
The Louisiana is a hell nah, except for Baton Rouge.
Seafood though, we talking about seafood, just food. Seafood.
I do like popcorn shrimp, so. But it depends. I'm still saying hell nah because it's more seafood I don't like than do.
Okay, yeah.
But I do like popcorn shrimp.
I got you, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, that's a hell nah. Yeah, most of the stuff you don't like.
Yeah.
I got you. That's a hell nah for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got let's see our third one. Highlight of hell nah, first dates.
First dates?
First dates.
Oh, they actually take me on a date on the first time? Hell yeah. I love a dude that takes me on a date first. I don't want a dude that just let me just be at your house or whatever. Yeah. Hell yeah. Any dude that's on that type of time, you winning. You the first one I'm gonna pick out of the you feel me? Like, you already trying to spend on me. I'm about to talk to you because you're literally being a gentleman. You're taking me on a date. You feel me? Meaning you're probably gonna drive, or if I drive to you, you're gonna probably drive after that, you know, or you're gonna drive to me, whatever. But most of the time, I'm gonna just drive to them and they drive me to the date. That's how I do it. Just to keep people. I don't need people, you know, at my place. Obviously, I don't be in my state no way.
You moving around, yeah. All right, so look, we got a highlight for first dates.
What is it?
That's a highlight for first dates.
Yeah, highlight.
All right, so our last one. Since you from Ohio, you've been down here for a little bit. Highlight of hell nah, the South. Just the South. You've been moving state to state down in the South.
Highlight.
Which state been your favorite?
Charlotte. Hell yeah.
Charlotte.
I love Charlotte. I think, as you said, southern states, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Charlotte count.
I don't know if I want to pick Charlotte, Miami, or Atlanta.
Okay. You've been moving around, so you know you got some choices.
But it's them. It's like I say Charlotte because, but I love Birmingham, Alabama too.
Yeah, you like the whole South. That's a highlight.
It's a highlight. That's a highlight. You said the South. Yeah.
Tell them where they can find you at. On our socials, tell them where they can find you at.
KIKI Marie, KIKI space MARIE. So y'all can just Google KIKI Marie and y'all will find everything y'all want to find. If y'all Google, I'm on Google. It's KIKI Marie. And my pictures are everywhere on there. It's not like somebody else's stuff where it's like they just saying that stuff and they that little itty bitty artist icon pop up, you know, when they a beginner. Nah, this is, you feel me? They some beginners. I'm a winner though. Y'all can just type in KIKI Marie. And put that KIKI because I don't like it. Like, don't be writing no KEKE. You feel me? I'm gonna assume you know, I don't like that. You feel me? That's not cool, bro. They know that is KIKI. Marie.
Thanks, man. It been good. I had a good time sitting down for your highlight moment, man.
Thank you. Signing out.